Ivanka Trump grabbed everyone's attention as the poised and polished daughter of President Donald Trump. From the moment she stepped into the fashion world to her role as a senior advisor at the White House, she handled high-pressure situations with grace and determination. "I'm really proud of Ivanka," her father would often say. "She's always been great at balancing her career, family life, and the expectations that come with such a famous last name." Ivanka quickly became a symbol of ambition and privilege. But then her inauguration outfit really made waves, and people are still buzzing about it. Why did it cause such a stir? Let's dive into Ivanka's background, who she is, and how she got to where she is before we talk about her inauguration look. Donald and Ivanka Trump have two children. Ivanka Trump, who was born on October 30th, 1981 in Manhattan, and Ivanka Trump is their second child. She was raised in a world that was extremely fortunate, which made a significant impact on who she would become. In spite of the fact that her parents divorced when she was only 9 years old, she continued to live a lavish lifestyle. Her time was divided between attending prestigious schools and living in the opulent residences that her family could afford. Chapin Institution, a prestigious all-girls institution located in Manhattan, was where Ivanka began her journey through the world of education. After that, she moved on to Choate Rosemary Hall, which is a prominent boarding school located in the American state of Connecticut. Even while Choate was recognized for its rigorous academic environment, Ivanka acknowledged that she found it to be quite restricting for her, particularly because she missed the fast-paced lifestyle that she had experienced in New York City. Ivanka began her academic career at Georgetown University after receiving her diploma from Choate in the year 2000. Subsequently, she transferred to the University of Pennsylvania. In 2004, she graduated with honors from the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, where she had majored in economics. The knowledge she gained about business during her time at Wharton was invaluable to her future endeavors and would be of great use to her. Ivanka began her career as a model when she was a teenager, following in the footsteps of her mother, Ivana, who had also participated in the modeling industry. Because of her striking appearance and sophisticated demeanor, Ivanka has garnered the attention of leading fashion brands and publications. She has been featured on the pages of magazines like 17 and Elle, and she has even walked the runway for designers such as Versace and Thierry Mugler. The fact that her dress for the inauguration drew so much attention could be explained by this. Ivanka did not consider modeling to be a vocation that she would pursue for the rest of her life, despite the fact that she was quite successful in the modeling industry. In her case, it served more as a stepping stone, assisting her in developing her public image, boosting her confidence, and establishing connections within the fashion and media industries. After finishing her studies, Ivanka Trump joined the Trump Organization, which is the real estate business that her family owns and operates. Within a short period of time, she established herself as the Executive Vice President of Development and Acquisitions, where she was responsible for managing partnerships, negotiating transactions, and supervising key projects. The Trump International Hotel and Tower in Toronto and the Trump National Doral in Miami are two examples of high-profile projects that Ivanka Trump took part in working on. Because of her keen eye for design and meticulous attention to detail, she has gained a reputation for being extremely creative as well as business savvy. She worked in conjunction with architects and designers to ensure that the projects accurately reflected the premium branding of the Trump brand. As she became her father's right hand, she was able to effectively utilize the abilities that she had acquired here. Ivanka also had the opportunity to develop her entrepreneurial side while she was building her career in real estate. In 2007, she introduced her very own collection of fine jewelry, which she called the Ivanka Trump Collection. It is composed of pieces that are both sophisticated and classic. In her words, "We are not only considering the possibility of providing assistance to the American worker, but also to the American family." Following the opening of the main store on Madison Avenue in New York City, customers who valued high-end sophistication were drawn to the establishment. After the success of her jewelry line, Ivanka expanded her business to include other products such as handbags, footwear, and clothing. The collections that she created were aimed at contemporary women who are working professionals and combined fashion with functionality. The brand was marketed in major retailers such as Nordstrom and Macy's, and it soon gained popularity among working women who were looking for wardrobe options that were both fashionable and practical. Ivanka's design endeavors were frequently backed by ingenious marketing efforts in which she served as the face of her business. As a result of her portrayal of herself as the epitome of the contemporary entrepreneur, she became a role model for women who were seeking to strike a balance between their careers and their families. Let us now examine the manner in which she supported Donald, which helps to explain her participation at the inauguration and the reason why she was the center of attention. Ivanka has always been an important participant in her father's life and profession, providing him with assistance in a variety of different ways. Because she is Donald Trump's second child with Ivanka Trump, she has a strong connection with him, which has been made abundantly evident by the numerous public appearances that they have made together. Ivanka Trump has significantly contributed to the development and growth of her father's business, beginning with her early days in the public eye as a member of the Trump family, and continuing through her participation in his professional endeavors. Their relationship has always been founded on the principles of adoration and respect for one another. As she was growing up, Ivanka frequently accompanied her father to many events where she gained valuable insight into his attitude to public life and business. The fact that Donald constantly complimented her brilliance and composure enabled him to consider her to be one of his most trusted confidants. The nature of their connection evolved to include both personal and professional aspects as she grew older. Immediately following the completion of her studies, Ivanka Trump joined the Trump Organization, where she assumed major responsibilities in the development and acquisition of real estate. Through her close collaboration with Donald, she was able to acquire invaluable knowledge in the management of high-stakes projects and in navigating the commercial world. Both of them have always made public appearances together, which has always demonstrated the deep connection they share, even before politics became the primary emphasis. Both Ivanka and Donald were frequently spotted attending high-profile events such as award ceremonies, business openings, and galas for charitable organizations. While Donald's attitude was larger than life, Ivanka's polished demeanor was the perfect complement to each other. To give one example, she frequently accompanied him to events for the Miss Universe contest, which he had owned for nearly 20 years with her presence. In addition to that, she took part in promotional events for the Trump brand, such as the unveiling of premium real estate. Through these appearances, they demonstrated their ability to portray a unified front and their common dedication to the family enterprise. While working together on the reality television show The Apprentice, they had one of their most notable partnerships. Ivanka joined the boardroom as an advisor, taking over for her brother Donald Jr., and occasionally assisting her father in duties that were previously performed by her father. The calm and collected manner in which she carried herself stood in stark contrast to Donald's more animated manner, and she rapidly became a fan favorite. It was via her contributions that she proved her capacity for critical thinking and the ability to offer insightful perspectives, attributes that would later come to define her role in Donald's campaign. Since Donald Trump made the announcement that he would be running for president, Ivanka Trump has been a key part of the campaign. She has taken on a variety of roles, including speaking at rallies and planning behind the scenes. Ivanka leveraged her position as one of his most prominent supporters to highlight her father's vision for the nation through the use of her platform. Due to the fact that she had been active in the Trump family business for a considerable amount of time, she possessed a profound comprehension of Donald's personality, work ethic, and vision. As a result, she played the role of a trusted advisor and a public champion. The assistance that Ivanka provided was consistent from the very beginning. She made multiple appearances at key campaign events, delivered speeches at rallies, and participated in interviews that centered on her father's accomplishments and his commitment to the family. Her personal stories struck a chord with a large number of people, which made her an influential voice for the cause. The fact that Ivanka was able to connect with individuals was a significant asset when it came to pushing for Donald's agenda. In addition to her public appearances, Ivanka played a significant part in the process of building the image of the campaign. In addition to assisting with branding and messaging, she made certain that the appearance of the campaign was in line with Donald's core beliefs. A narrative that was cohesive and captivating was created with the assistance of her expertise in public relations. During the Republican National Convention in 2016, she made a famous statement when she introduced Donald as the party's nominee. She said, For more than a year, Donald Trump has been the people's champion, and tonight, he is the people's nominee. This is one of the most memorable events in her life. After her campaign, Ivanka Trump assumed a formal advisory role, where she focused on problems such as the expansion of the economy, the development of the workforce, and the policies that pertain to families. This role gave her the opportunity to express her input on significant subjects while simultaneously allowing her to keep a close personal connection with her father, attending important meetings, taking part in policy deliberations, and representing her father at a variety of events were all things that Ivanka did in her role as an advisor. The fact that she routinely accompanied Donald to international summits and diplomatic meetings is evidence of the trust that he placed in her capabilities. Ivanka made it possible for her to provide Donald with vital insights that supplemented his decision-making process by taking a pragmatic approach to handling difficulties. She did this by drawing from her experience in business and her awareness of how the public perceives things. Throughout the entirety of their journey, Ivanka has been more than just a daughter. She has been a devoted supporter and a reliable ally. Her ability to successfully juggle her work and familial responsibilities has been an essential component of their interaction. She has repeatedly demonstrated her dedication to Donald's objectives, whether it came in the form of standing by his side at public events or providing him with advice behind closed doors. The foundation of their relationship is mutual understanding, with Ivanka's quiet demeanor frequently serving as a counterpoint to Donald's more forceful approach. This has resulted in a powerful cooperation that has contributed to their success. As we look to the future, we could ask what part Ivanka will play in the presidency that he is currently holding. In the event that her presence at the inauguration is any indicator, it is clear that she is coming to steal the show. During the year 2025, the inauguration of the new president was a significant event that garnered a lot of attention. The day started off with the ritual of swearing in the new president, which was then followed by a presidential address that emphasized peace and positivity. The Commander-in-Chief's ball was the most memorable event of the evening. The beautiful white gown with black embellishments that the First Lady wore at the ball took everyone's attention. Ivanka Trump, on the other hand, was the one who stole the show more than former First Lady Michelle Obama. On Inauguration Day, when her father, Donald Trump, was sworn in as the 47th President of the United States, Ivanka Trump, who is known for her immaculate sense of fashion, made a statement with the attire that she wore. It was Ivanka's inauguration appearance that ignited conversations and became a matter of intense interest. Her collection of clothing was daring and intriguing, demonstrating the one-of-a-kind approach that she takes to fashion. The day began with her making an appearance in front of St. John's Church, where she arrived with her children. She was 43 years old at the time. A monochrome emerald green pantsuit was the outfit that she wore for this particular occasion. She teamed it with an asymmetrical coat that featured a nipped waist and long sleeves. The clothing was uncomplicated, but it conveyed an air of strength and sophistication. In order to round off the ensemble, Ivanka accessorized with a classic black Lady Dior purse and a matching emerald green ascot cap that was neatly tied on her head. It didn't take long for Ivanka's ensemble to become a hot topic on the internet. There were many people who noticed that her structured coat and vibrant green color appeared to be extremely similar to the clothes that Serena Joy, a character from The Handmaid's Tale, wore. Yvonne Strahovski was the actress who played Serena Joy. The wardrobe that Serena Joy wears in the dystopian series is renowned for its harsh lines and subdued tones. And Ivanka's pick accidentally evoked comparisons to this classic design. On social media, there was a flurry of comments, with some people appreciating her dignified demeanor and others debating the cultural implications of the similarity. Regardless of the point of contention, Ivanka's ensemble made a daring statement by blending elegance and authority, two characteristics that have been the defining characteristics of her public image for many years. On the other hand, Ivanka's influence did not go away there. She once again stunned the crowd with a gorgeous tribute to the legendary actress Audrey Hepburn, which she performed at the Liberty inaugural ball that evening. Ivanka wore a gorgeous gown by Jency Couture, which she wore to channel the new look of Dior with a royal flavor. This strapless white dress, which was inspired by a design that Audrey wore in the film Sabrina, which was released in 1954, featured delicate black floral detailing across the bodice and chest, which created a silhouette that was very flattering. She finished off the look by topping it off with a pair of matching pumps, a pair of black satin gloves, and a sparkling diamond tennis necklace. It was a tribute to the beautiful outfit that Audrey wore while holding hands with Humphrey Bogart in the classic romantic comedy. The gown was designed by Jency Couture and took inspiration from that dress. A clear homage to the actress's ageless grace and poise, qualities that have long inspired Ivanka. Ivanka's decision to replicate the classic scene from Audrey Hepburn's Sabrina was a clear demonstration of her admiration for the actress. Not only was the style appreciated by a large number of people, but it was also acclaimed for Ivanka's ability to skillfully combine vintage glamour with her own contemporary and trendy interpretation. Numerous others lauded her for paying homage to Audrey's timeless fashion while incorporating her own contemporary spin into the ensemble, thereby making it distinctively her own. Not only did this tribute to Audrey Hepburn highlight Ivanka's profound respect for the elegance of vintage Hollywood, but it also highlighted her ability to make classic fashion feel as though it is contemporary and relevant. Her ensembles were complemented by a selection of magnificent fine jewelry, which further elevated her appearance and added to the startling strength of her style. Ivanka Kardashian's attractiveness was further boosted. At the Liberty inaugural ball, she wore 2 items from Lev that stood out: a brilliant diamond necklace with a total of 50 carats and a set of magnificent diamond cluster earrings with 10 carats each. Almost immediately, the necklace, which was characterized by its exquisite design and bright shine, emerged as the focal point of her costume, attracting both appreciation and attention. In the meantime, the earrings, with their subtle elegance, served as the ideal counterpoint to the powerful statement that was made by the necklace. Ivanka's reputation for embracing richness without compromising refinement continues to be strengthened by the fact that the jewelry, when taken as a whole, was valued hundreds of thousands of dollars. The design choices that Ivanka made during the inauguration in 2025 reflected a larger theme that has been consistent throughout her public life: her ability to combine contemporary fashion with classic influences in a seamless manner. Ivanka Trump never fails to enchant with her daring yet sophisticated sense of style, whether it be the sleek, fitted coat that generated debate or the gorgeous ball gown that was inspired by one of the most famous actors in Hollywood. Her costumes are never just about the clothes. Rather, they are about conveying a message, making a statement, and exemplifying the self-assurance and sophistication that have become her identity. The ability to use fashion as a vehicle for making an effect is something that Ivanka has known for a long time. Nevertheless, more than that, her fashion choices demonstrate a profound comprehension of the art of dressing, as she meticulously plans each and every aspect in order to convey something that goes beyond the surface. Each piece that she selected for the inauguration was a representation of her unique brand. From the brilliant emerald green dress that she wore earlier in the day to the legendary gown that was inspired by Audrey Hepburn, she possesses a remarkable capacity to produce a look that is wholly her own by drawing inspiration from historical and cultural references, combining them with contemporary sensibilities and delivering the result. It is because of this singular amalgamation of inspirations that she stands out from the crowd and has earned her a spot as a genuine fashion icon in her own right. Despite the fact that Ivanka's fashion sense has always been a subject of fascination and the subject of discussion, the conversations that surrounded her inauguration appearance only served to underscore the unique role that she occupies in the public eye. It was her emerald green ensemble that generated similarities to The Handmaid's Tale, which in turn fueled discussions about symbolism and the power of design to alter public opinion. At the same time, Ivanka's magnificent tribute to Audrey Hepburn at the Liberty inaugural ball highlighted another aspect of her fashion style, putting an emphasis on elegance and beauty that has stood the test of time. Ivanka's design choices continue to garner attention, whether they are for the purpose of eliciting appreciation or conversation, which has established her as a pivotal player in the world of fashion. Despite everything that has happened, Ivanka has maintained her signature style, which is sleek, self-assured, and unabashedly gorgeous. The decisions that she makes continue to cause a commotion, whether they are met with admiration, controversy, or a combination of the two. Ivanka Trump's appearance at the inauguration in 2025 will undoubtedly be recognized as a significant landmark in her journey through the world of fashion. Ivanka demonstrated how fashion can be utilized as a means of self-expression and storytelling. From the daring emerald green attire that caused people to talk to the exquisite Jency couture gown that was a tribute to Audrey Hepburn. Combined with her brilliant diamond accessories, her ensembles exemplified the ideal combination of contemporary style and classic elegance. At the end of the day, Ivanka Trump's inauguration style was more than simply clothes. It was a forceful statement about her ability to attract the attention of the audience and her capacity to have a lasting influence in the world of fashion. In addition, her sense of style demonstrated her meticulous attention to detail, which is an integral element of her everlasting support for Donald's professional endeavors. Can you tell me what you thought about Ivanka's appearance? Who else's ensemble was more eye-catching than yours?